scary.
He's
He's
yeah.
that good. He's spot on. Looks just like him.
There was a Barry Manilow guy we had at Kingsway a long time
Same
ago.
way?
Same way, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So Steve Bobbitt's going to be around town. Usually we open up with the Elton John and close with Steve Bobbitt, and it's a good show. And people say, well, how good does he impersonate his voice? 75 to 80% on the voice. Maybe one song 90%, but it's the character and it's just the whole feel of him on stage. And Dwight doing Elton John, he's got the talent to do. He does a great Elton John. He's fine-tuned it, and he does perform at other places now, not just at our place.
And he can't do both at the same night like he did one night.
No, Elton and Elvis together does not work.
No, Elvis and drag, I call it that.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but
I know.
it's a family show. I thought.
It is, but
It's true. It's just funny. But he keeps coming up with these great suits. So you could say that Elvis is coming out of the closet tonight.
oh, see, there you go. And it's a great show tonight. $15 ticket starts at 7:30. Reservations still available. 629-9191 at Visani's. Posse, you got a great comedian this week.
Oh
too.
yeah, Tim Wilkins is coming in, and I'm kind of telling people, but I'm not because they don't pay attention anyway. I'm calling it a one-man show, but I think I booked it in the paper as the comedian of many voices because he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to open up as one character, and then he gets into another character. But I mean,
And then people argue outside.
was that the same guy, a different guy?
No, as who was better.
Oh, who's better?
Yeah, was the first guy better? Or did you like the second guy better? And then people tell him it was the same guy. No, it wasn't. He
No.
didn't have a wedding ring on. Was wearing different shoes.
He
Different
changed his clothes.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really. He takes off the suit, coat, and the tie.
We don't know what he's going to do this time.
Yeah, so it should be pretty good.
It should be interesting, but I mean, I tell people like politics. He does Barack Obama.
The best.
Spot on. In fact, this morning at 7:30, he was doing it for some nationwide radio show as a caller, and I saw that thing on Facebook posted, and he's spot on, and he's a white guy, and that's the interesting.
That's why it's so good on radio.
You don't know that on radio.
Yeah, when I had him on at Kingsway, I told him what you've got to do to me is have everybody close their eyes, which I did. And as he started as Barack, you heard this woman go, "Oh my God, it's him."
Yeah.
So.
And politically, he's going to upset a few people, but comedians love to do that. No matter which way they go, they're going to upset somebody.
Without question.
So, but he goes on there and he has fun because he's able to do that character. But he's got other voices he does too. He's very talented. If you ever purchase something on the Home Shopping Network, you might have seen him on there. He had his own cooking show in Tampa in the morning for a while. He was doing that. He's done all kinds of stuff. He's done stuff at Disney. I mean, he's worked all over the place. But he still lives local, so it works out for us.
Works out great for us. And if you have not seen Tim Wilkins, those that were telling me he was there a couple of years ago, check Tim Wilkins out this weekend at Visani.
So,
clean show.
Yeah, he does a clean show. I'm going to try to get him. I don't think he's going to be able to come in the studio this week. I think he's got to work in Tampa during the week. He's going to drive back and forth, but maybe he can call in either your show or Lovejoy's show.
Okay.
And at least they can tell people what's going on.
Yeah, that's this weekend. Friday and Saturday, starting tomorrow night, all weekend long. Fun. I mean, I've got to go back real quick and say that Friday night show with Rich Cousins
Unbelievable.
was probably the best show I have ever seen. And I've seen his show 10 times.
I know.
And you have too. I had to get up and stand behind the bar so I could watch. Where I was sitting, I couldn't see the expressions on the people's faces.
Yeah.
And Joe told me, his assistant/girlfriend, that there were a couple people that she picked up out of the audience because she wanted to. She could tell.
She could tell.
And so, I mean, after the first bit, he knew.
He knew. He was on. Yeah, he said when he got off, he started. He didn't know how good the crowd was going to be. It took a while, and then all of a sudden it just snapped. It's the best I've ever seen him on stage. He had energy. It's like they got the best out of him. His Wednesday show to start the week was really good. Thursday was really good. Friday was off the charts. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Saturday, full house week. Saturday's crowd they were messed. There was one person on the stage Saturday with very bad energy, and it kind of caused some issues.
And he always says that.
He says it. If somebody's up there very negative or very miserable or has mental issues, even whatever the case may be, I don't know what the case was here. It causes problems. It still was a good show, but the problem was that we compared Saturday compared to Friday. You just wanted more Friday show.
And he went an extra 15.
He did.
Because he did a bit I'd never seen before. Lovejoy, you'd only seen it once.
Which he did the having the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, he without a doubt. And then Sunday he does. We have a lot of the young people on stage Sunday. He did the teenagers in there along with the adults.
Yeah.
Sunday show was solid. It was a good. It was you had all ages in there. You went from like 13 to 75 on stage, and it was one guy on the stage who came out of the audience who didn't believe in hypnotism, didn't know how he got up there, and he was so genuine. He was a former educator. And
I love it.
The guy was genuine. It was a clean show. He didn't do anything bad. It was just such a good. His attitude was so good. And then at the end of the day, everybody was shaking this poor guy's hand.
Okay.
And now he got to be the victim.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're going to be back with Mark and the guys from the Green and Cleaners in just a second. Stay right there. Do not go anywhere. Oh.
Come on.
Yeah.